Don't say you down. You gotta stand up and fight. Got to stand up. Don't say you down. You gotta stand up and fight. Oh, you got to stand up. Don't say you down. You gotta stand up and fight. Got to stand up. Don't say you down. You gotta stand up and fight. Oh, you got to stand up.
right. All right. Well, we are live. It's just me, Adam Roberts here, live tonight. Let me see. Are they muted? Yeah. There we go. Now you can probably hear some race audio. We're here for race. Gosh. Let's see. What race is this? We're at Atlanta. This is race. What race is this on the schedule? They just got done racing Pocono. That was race 8. So this is race 9 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. The Xfinity series, and we're just kind of watching practice here. We got about 8 minutes left of practice. They're in a big pack, getting some practice done before we go to qualifying. I think we got about 16, 15 people here. So should be good. Should be a good race. And I'm not sure if anybody else is going to join me in the booth, but we'll see. Might just be me.
Hello.
Hello?
So I'm confused. Are you broadcasting?
I am. I'm actually live right now. I'm not.
Oh wow! Hi everybody.
Yeah, we're broadcasting on my Twitch channel. So yeah, Milt's joining me. How you doing, Milt?
I'm good. Is it okay? I mean, if you just
Yeah.
want to hang out by yourself, I can.
No, it's better.
Hit the road.
No, I no. That's why I joined in here, and I was since
All
our
right,
esteemed
cool. Yeah.
couldn't be here. So Nick couldn't be here, so I was like, yeah, I'll stream on my channel, and I've got it's not as professional as his, but as Premier Broadcasting, but I'm gonna do my best.
There you are.
Hey,
Well, that's
Sean has joined.
that's what was up. So this is kind of like bootleg, like
Yeah.
drivers only and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I get it.
When you texted back there, Milton, you're like, so I should just go away? I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't sure, like, what, was there going to be a broadcast or not? Because, yes. Anyway, it's real hot in California right now. Looks like it's hot out on the track right now.
Yeah. We got a nice little pack going right now. In practice. Group of 8 of them. Michael Green was right in the middle of it.
Well, it's just such a trip. Running Atlanta on a simulator for years was definitely not like this. And now it's totally different. But it's actually really good racing,
Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting.
It's like it's like Daytona on steroids,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like Daytona in the 87s.
Yes. Well, yeah, I'm glad you guys could join. I did a couple of these.
So is this a YouTube channel or
no, Twitch
or a Twitch? Oh, okay, yeah. So I got Twitch on my phone. I might try to check that out at some point. So or cast it. Or man, I'm just getting Mr. Technology over here. Yeah.
Yeah, we got I got some follows here from Doot 15 and McCarthy and Jay Darling. I appreciate that. And Doot is a Bird fan. Said go Justin Bird. So there we go.
Yeah, this is very cool that you're doing this. I mean, it's
Yeah.
and you're winging it, man. So I can't wait to watch it. And man, in fact, it's so weird because I'm going to. I haven't even told Jim Ray yet, the original founder of FSB, or maybe I did. I can't remember. I've been cleaning up a bunch of stuff, and I found like 4 CD videos that we made way back 20 years ago. Our fledgling attempts at trying to broadcast
Yeah.
in a world where the computers were a tenth of what they are now, and so was the internet. The speed is just incredible.
Yeah.
And there was no such thing as iRacing. Or if it was like, yeah, we don't want to do that. We like our game, but man, look at this stuff. These guys are really, it gets turned sideways and saves it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
This is just like we saw like the real guys do on TV, man. Groovy. It's going to be good. And
Yeah.
these guys can actually, you see Bird like sideways there, opposite lock with that steering wheel. And he was going to catch that thing if he wouldn't have got hit again. He might have tank slapped and went head on to the wall, but that's always a possibility. They were showing one guy, I can't remember this week, in the Atlanta race, the Cup race, for real, that did, caught it and then brought it back. And usually you overcorrect and then you go head on as Sean Reed goes for
Yeah.
one of those
Oh.
head-ons into the wall there. Groovy. This is where you figure it out. Jamison Pearson practicing pit stops. That's what I always like to do. Get several, at least one or two of them in, even though you've practiced them earlier. You want to get those right before the race starts. You can drive around in a circle. You are where you're going to be. You got to remember where your pit stall is. That's one thing you got to think about, because if things get, about where you're at, but it's a lot different in this sim because you don't have to worry about running as you see them magically, Star Trek through each other and make it to their stalls. Which,
Yeah. In this pit, you have to start turn 3. Pit entrance is turn 3. They did update this.
Correct.
yeah, and that's the beauty. It's still you're still tested as a sim driver on entry and exit and all that stuff, but this sim takes away all that other stuff. That's I mean, it's hard enough to finish a race. I mean, I like the way they do things.
Yeah.
Qualifying time.
Yep. It is.
So are you running Sean tonight or what?
Oh yeah, I just popped in
Good
to see
luck.
if you guys got all squared away.
Yeah.
Because that last text message was concerning, but you got it
No,
sorted.
it's always me. If there's a problem, it's always me.
Oh, Melty.
We just
All
gotta
right,
figure it out.
I'll catch you guys in a bit.
All right.
Alrighty.
Good luck. Yeah.
We do get to see, like, as qualifying goes here, trying to figure out that
Yeah.
order as it goes.
Yeah. Now I do have some things. If some things set up. So when we do have like green flags, if you're looking at my stream, we have a green flag. I do have like a green flag button, so it like appears on my stream. Or if we have a yellow flag, I have flashing yellows. or at the white flag.
Okay, so let's see, I got Twitch on my,
Yeah.
so I need to, I got it on my phone, so
I also have this if.
how do you do that?
It's just Project Rico 06. I can send it to you. If you look in the chat. What's that?
Last turn, careful. He's gonna try and slingshot past you.
Let's see. I can. Let's see.
Yeah, and there it is, man.
Yeah, I've actually got my
Yeah,
camera
yeah,
on too.
Well, I tell you what.
Yep.
Oh, and that's you too. You got
Yeah.
the camera. Right on, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any shame. Put my
Oh
camera on.
hell no, man. You know, I used to I still got my camera in the garage, but I haven't done. I'm just getting started out, so I like to. I definitely, if you look back at my channel, Melvin Jr. and YouTube, there's
Yeah.
you got to dig, but there's like me broadcasting our win at Daytona over 24 hours. That was pretty cool. So I do see, I hear a little technology. Man, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So this is pretty groovy, and we got some points battles going on here.
Oh yeah, I didn't even take a look at the points. Let's see. Actually, I could. Let me see here. I could pull it up. I think. There we go.
Right on, right on.
Oh, I got a follow from.
Tony Blake Brewer, yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
we ahead.
There we go.
But
We can. We can actually see it. Yeah, Tony. Yeah, he's got a sizable lead. 14 points from Sean Bounty. And then, yeah, Justin's not too far behind from Sean. And then you got Greg Stucca behind him with Shane Wisman moving up.
yeah, no Sean Bounty tonight. So
Oh,
he is not in the field, as I can see. So
yeah, he hasn't missed a race yet. So I think they do one race they can miss, so he should be okay.
Yeah, I
on
like that. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, and you got Sean Reap in 6th, and then Matt Watkins in 7th, TJ Reese in 8th, Pops in 9th. I got it right this time. And then Michael Greenwood moving up, rounding out the top 10 there.
Well, and all those guys are in this, man. And I mean, you know, Pops lives for this, and you know,
Yeah.
he's you know, qualified you know, towards the back, but right where he feels comfortable to run. And you know, if he gets a good chance with some good luck and some good track position, he could get him a top 10. Yeah,
Yeah.
these are extremely good professional drivers here.
Let's see. Let's see. Track tip. Well, it says it's 74. I don't know if that's right now. I don't have the cool stats that Nick usually has.
Yeah, so we're, you know, part of the people used to tell me part of the fun of like listening to me and Sean back in the day was
Yeah.
how many times I was wrong. You know?
Yeah.
No melt, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're probably gonna, you know, I mean, it's a 1.5-mile track, but it's totally different, you know, than it was.
Yeah. We got another Justin Bird fan. Mama Stacy.
The bird's a word. Mama Stacy,
Rooting
yes,
for you, Justin.
yes,
Bring
ma'am.
home the win. So, yeah. I also got let's see. I got Craig Onage has followed, and then Bryce also followed. So, appreciate that, guys.
That might be Saucier, who's not in the race either, and he's right in the mix of that point. You know, life is, you know, they make these series as you know, the least amount of races they can and still make it a series, but it's hard to make all these races. Half the time, winning championships is the you know, is the advantage of the guy that happens to be able to make every race. You know, I know me and Jim Ray went back and forth with stuff like that, where it's just like, you know, man, I'm working out of town, I can't make like 2-3 races. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, we now have the longer warm-ups for... We can have more of a meeting. Or no, actually we don't. It's only a 5-minute warm-up, so we should be going live here shortly.
5 minutes. It reminds me of back when I was going to college, you know, and we had a party house. Guy's mom would come home. She'd just look at us and say, "You got 5 minutes to get out of my house." You know, now I'm getting to dig the paint too here because we got, I got my, you know, trading paints going, which is so, you know, such a cool thing about iRacing.
Yeah. We got Slim chiming in.
Slim Jim Gately, the legend, the doctor of great driving. I don't know, man. You know, I don't know what kind of superlatives. Just don't get me started. You know? Well, I mean, I went to training with this dude, and I actually won a race I thought I never could win. That was like Bristol, because I suck at short tracks. And it was an Xfinity race, you know, at FSB. So
yeah, hey, that's
well, you know, if you listen to the man, you know,
yeah,
outside in, you know, those here is a little different. This is like, you know, man, they're going to be bug eyed the entire time, every lap, because they're going to get runs on each other. It's a good sized field,
Yeah.
not huge, but it's still very good sized field, and I expect these guys to really just try to get through the start and get to going. Yeah.
Yeah, we got 90 laps, so I imagine what, 2 pit stops? Probably. I didn't ask.
Yeah, neither did I. And usually a mile and a half. You're looking at probably 35 max, 36. So yeah, I mean that you can definitely make that in 2 stops, and you can variate that. So we're gonna have to see how guys do that and how much. Once again, what lap times do as far as degradation. I don't
Yeah.
know if any of you have seen the F1 movie yet, and I definitely won't spoil it. But I'm a guy that watches a lot of F1, and I'm really, I don't know, it was good. So
Yeah. Yeah,
don't want to say
that's one
much
I
else
plan to
there.
go
You can,
see. So,
you better watch it. It's a very good racing movie. IMAX, man.
yeah.
Let's get it on here. Could this be the night that 62 Sean Reap gets a win here?
Yeah, 2 in a row. It's
Oh,
possible.
you see, he's been, yeah.
It's possible. They are racing under the lights, just like they did Saturday. So, let's see.
Pace car is off.
Pace car is off.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag. Here we go.
Oh boy, they're 007 and Dan Jones, and he spun the tires a little bit, but got going. Reap was very, did a great job not to push the issue here.
Yeah.
You've seen that a lot with the real guys. They just seem like they gotta go. And dude, you got a lot of laps left. Where are you going? To the in-care center, which Sean hates when I say that. 66 Stuka really got sideways there, and way back goes somebody all the way to the back. And that would be Jeremy Daring. He was running good. I can't see that. There we go. He was running really good, and really, I mean, he had they were talking about it in the Xfinity race. One of the guys was sponsored by Dude Wipes, so that was a Dude Wipe moment right there.
Yeah.
They can say that on real TV. We should be good, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think my channel's marked mature, so we should be okay.
Yeah. Well, so one of us is mature.
Yeah.
62 years old. I should be more mature, but
Yeah.
you know how it goes.
Yeah.
So they're kind of spread out here. Everybody just really just want to. This is very smart and good stuff here. Long way to go, and a long way to get there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no need to really go too heavy right here.
TG Reese with the Hellman's car back there, just kind of surveying stuff. In California, it's not called Hellman's, it's called Best Foods, but that's still
Yeah.
it's the same stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, I bought me some Best Foods tonight. Inner sponsor. There we go. Okay, so Daring, got things straightened out in that seat, and now he's coming back here. I was watching him in practice. It's not his first rodeo, so I expect some great things from the 83 here.
Yeah.
Just chilling like a villain.
Yeah, they are 3 wide up front. Oh, 66 went in the wall, but he seems to gathered it up. Seems to be all right.
You just really saw that in like the real race because of Arrow and
Yeah.
the huge runs they would get. You know, this is the best simulation in the world, and they try to simulate that the best. So we're gonna see. I think these guys are lifting, which is the real guys. We're not lifting. These guys are like, well, we're gonna just negotiate this right now, and
Yeah.
smart. This race is tagged for a 3 wide finish, and at the end, and the real guys have done it, and you know.
Oh yeah,
Cruising
definitely.
with the
Definitely a 3
cruising
wide.
with the yeah.
Yeah. You see
Cruising with the my bro there, my teammate Chester Markin. Let's go cockpit here and see what's up. The 68 of Chet Barkin. All he can really see is you can see that apex going into, and you can see that line. So what his hands are doing on that wheel right there is exactly what his hands are really doing.
yeah.
It's not just like a simulation, just pretending, like doing random guys turning random knobs, like gold member. No, that stuff is like that's exactly what he's doing with his hands on his rig, and he's looking, seeing these cars. They look like when you see them from the outside, like they're not moving around a lot. But you're seeing the buffeting and how the sim, you know, uh, this stuff is legit, man. I mean, all the real guys. Dale Jr. is the boss up in this, so
Yeah.
he wouldn't be doing that. He's always
Yep.
been a great sim racer and fan of it, and pioneer of
Right.
it getting to where it's at today.
Yeah,
Wow,
absolutely.
man. Chet really having to back out right there.
Yeah, he
That was a
did.
pucker moment, a little
Yeah.
bit of break there. So that's okay. What do the fans want to see next here? You want to see a helicopter? You want to see roof cam? Adam, give us a shot there, man.
Yeah, I'm just kind of blimping it to see in the middle of the field. Looking here, I think I'm on Sean. No, I'm on Pops right now. Kind of seeing where he's at.
Well, you're looking at this professional field here, and
Yeah.
nobody's like, they're all right there, and
Oh,
you
Pops got
got
a little
draft
loose.
here. Oh yeah, yeah. Whoa, little stack up there with Dan Jones there.
Yeah.
Oh man, that'll make your sticker pecker.
And I don't.
Oh, and
Ooh,
contact the 12 of our championship leader Tony Brewer got a little.
little contact
He
to the
got a
11.
run there. I think
Yeah, he
that was
did.
that run where these guys are kind of like holding back a little bit, and I think it just got obviously the reason why he's running leading the championship is because he's clean and fast.
Right. Yeah. There's somebody for the number 12, the Doomed Soldier 40.
Right on, right on.
Yeah.
Jack Walls here, we have not mentioned once. I don't know if I've seen him run before. These guys all run in these several different leagues that are going out there that are really these guys are, when you look at the I ratings of these guys, which I just finally, got a little glimpse to see some of
Yeah.
these guys, and a lot, I ratings are, how long do you really want to race out there, or do you want to race in a league? When you race in a league, the I rating doesn't get translated, I believe, to
Right.
your I rating out there in the public, and the public is pretty rough. The 83 going way wide there, so starting to wonder. Well, I'm not wondering about Jack Walls because he's looking for the lead right here on Mr. Saucier with the Bass Pro Shops car. Well, they're getting wiggly, jiggly wiggly, tire wear, okay.
Yeah, they're coming probably about halfway on their tires, so I imagine it's starting to become an issue now.
The 03 car there also running right in that mix. That
Yeah.
Dunder Mifflin. Dunder
Mifflin. Dunder
Dunder
car.
Mifflin there.
Yeah.
Come on, old man. You're a tile setter. You should be able to see better than that.
Yeah.
Had to get my bifocals on that.
Yeah. Yeah, things are.
It's getting heated up. It's starting
is.
to stack up. The guys behind are like, okay, now we're getting in line here. There's certain things as a NASCAR fan throughout the years, and as a sim driver fan, of what you're seeing out of a track versus what you see on Sunday and Saturday, and Friday, with the trucks and all the way to ARCA. It's got everything, seeing what I saw this weekend on multiple channels, and then watching these sim racers do, like, man, you don't want to jinx it. I think a better job. Just saying, but eventually, as the others starting to get, they're going to have to start to fight here pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see. We get green flag pit stops here. How they kind of shake out and let a couple people get in the inside, so they can all come down together, or because they're going to take a long time, because you cannot run that bottom, because you have to enter in on 3. You cannot run that full throttle on that bottom of that turn. You have to really feather it. And I saw some guys try it in practice, really run it, and they just would spin out. So you really have to run a half throttle, about 150, 160, and then really jam on the brakes when you pull in there.
I'm going to check out some Stuka dive bomber here in the 66, right there in the mix, trailing the 12 here. I'm an in-car dude, man. I don't know, man. That's the way it looks when you're driving on your sim,
Yeah.
So that's the look I like, man. And you see him coming up on the side here. You got your spotter. In-game spotter is telling you, outside, 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 still outside.
Yeah.
I mean, that's talking to you just like that. Still outside, quarterback, not clear, still not clear. And, that's what your spotter's telling you. And it's, especially on tracks like this, it's so tense because everybody can catch everybody. So there's like, Stuka now, he's better than that thing. I don't think you want to like brake drag so much on this one, like maybe Daytona or something, where
Right.
because you might startle everybody too much. It's
Yeah.
easier to do it just with the throttle, I think.
Yeah.
For
Yeah. This
somebody that
track.
hasn't driven it. So I'm just talking from what I see. But
Yeah. No, when I've driven this track, it's a yeah, you use more of the throttle than your brake for to slow down. We got who was that? That was somebody was way down on the backstretch. Oh, we got Michael Greenwood. It looks like he might have scraped the wall, but
yeah,
I think he should be
this
all
is
right.
now we got lap 27. This is getting within the 2 stop window.
Yeah.
Let's say 30, 60, 90.
Yeah, yeah. At least make it a little bit past 30, and then yeah, you make it past 30, then yeah, and then you got one more
But
stop.
you can also undercut
Yeah.
at lap 27 now and try to undercut and see if you can get a pit stop without everybody else, fussing you up when you make that stop. But at the same time, you don't want to get run into.
Yeah.
This is going to be tense here. This is where these speedway races are won a lot of times and lost.
Oh yeah. I've definitely on super speedways lost many a race on pit road. So in this track, usually the that is out of bounce, the double red line or whatever, a double yellow, the red line, but not in this track.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah.
I mean that's the big thing at Daytona, Talladega.
Yeah.
Oh man, on these mile and a half cookie cutters. Well, this ain't no cookie cutter, but
Yeah.
those mile and a halfs. Yeah, it's free gratis.
Yeah.
If you can put your car there, not grass, then go for it. If it
Right.
needs a little grass,
Yeah.
grass is bad, mama. They got to be stopping here pretty soon. I don't see nothing on the scanner right now. A lot of these guys are probably me. I'm not sure how that is if they're gonna, but I gotta be thinking it's coming.
Yeah, I would say I've not heard anything.
Your alternative is the thing is with on a mile and a half. I'm not 100% sure how they have the fuel set, but back in the because we didn't talk to any drivers, so back in the day it would be 35 laps.
Yeah.
If it's like a different setting for fuel and tires, it could be they could go to 45 making one stop. So all the blah blah we're doing now, we just gotta wait and see. We'll find out directly. Right now they don't look too worried about it. They're just turning laps.
Yeah. And their lap times really have not fallen off too much. Only 6/10, 7/10 from their fastest, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, so we'll definitely take a look at let's take a look at the 66 of Craig Stuka. That's his fastest lap was 31.176 on lap 4.
Oh.
I mean he's with
Ooh.
basically lap 32.
Oh no! Oh no!
And more cars getting sideways. Saucier was
Oh no! We've got a spin. Oh.
Wow, sliding on peach seeds there.
We got a yellow.
Caution out.
Caution is out.
Well, their lap times were, basically only at the worst, half a second off. So shows you what the difference of super speedway. And man, dude, I like your caution thing out there.
Yeah, you like that?
Like, wow,
Might
man.
give you epilepsy.
Yeah, it reminds me of some of the things I did in the 80s.
Yeah.
I can't say 70s. I'm not that old.
Yeah. So we're at the take a look at this. Let's see. We have to do this live. Let's see here. I can at least. I'll take the.
Yeah, you just rewind it, and dude, you're crushing it, dude. For
Yeah.
Nick runs kind of the show, and you're pretty quiet, but man, I'm getting to know that you're pretty dang smart tonight.
Yeah. Oh no. So, well, I'm trying to do this without. Oh, I don't want that. I'm trying to do it without. Yeah, looks like.
Yeah, so I didn't. I missed that part. I was watching the cars behind, and then man, Saucier kind of got the worst end of that.
Yeah.
Unintentional, but let's look again.
Look
Okay,
like,
I'm watching right
oh, what
now
happened in the
live.
back? Someone got.
I think the 007 kind of came up. He got tight, but he might have been trying to avoid something in front of him. And I was watching the stuff in back. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
this
were
is.
wrecking behind at the
Someone
same
lost
time.
a hood. Oh, that's bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it came off and miraculously came back on.
Yeah. But he definitely has some damage to. I could tell his car is not looking good.
Yeah, no bueno here.
Yeah.
That's a 4X, baby.
Yeah, that might be a little bit more. But everyone went to the pits.
It's not a perfect sim, but it's pretty dang good, and got some spectacular wreck action. So I think the 007 was, he came up, he got loose or tied there or snapped loose something, and everybody was kind of piling in there, and we didn't see what he was looking at in front of him. So, considering we got some pretty good grip on that, but Chet Barkin in the pits. That's my teammate. The guy helped me get this computer. Thank you, Chet. The fans are cheering.
Yeah.
Because without him, I wouldn't have this rig. I would be here right now talking, but looks like this could be bad for him. His son, he's got the bug now, man. Starting the race. So
That's good. Yep. We're getting ready to. Looks like Pops was able to get back out. So, but yeah, looks like Chet and Michael got extended damage. Well, looks like Chet, he might be a lap down. He might be 2 laps down. But pace car's in, so here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
well, there's the 11 of Jack Walls.
Yeah.
Hello, FSB, and my name is Jack Walls, and at lap 38, I've assumed the lead here. Very impressive run from dude here so far.
Yeah.
He's getting some the Delaware Blue Hands. Yeah, repping. man, that's bitching, you know. Delaware, some FSB alum here and former and semi Rick Johnson from the Delaware area, body man there and multiple champion in this league. Dude could roll.
Yeah.
One of the legends of FSB. I dig that paint, and that's groovy. Oh, he's getting some heat from Brewer here.
Yeah, he is.
Dan Jones, I mean, look at this pack behind, you know, like, you know, dun, 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 dun. It's Shark Week.
Yeah. They're really going.
You know, so what I saw from the real guys was, you know, getting that push and draft with the sim here. Yeah, you know, you don't know if you really want to actually touch anybody. Like some of the physicality you were seeing with the real guys, you know, which ended up in some really, you know, gnarly wrecks. So
Right. Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like, you know, so how did that 2 feet get you there, buddy? You know, got you into the hospital, you know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think I think this track, at least in this sim, races more like it did when this track was like brand new. And I guess as that track has aged, it's gotten a little more.
Yeah, more bumpier.
Yeah, right. And yeah, it's where like it's more. Yeah, you have to push to really pass. So I don't know how you can mimic that in iRacing, change the grip or something, whatever they do. But
well, I can't wait to try like Willow Springs because I grew up there as a kid watching my dad as. We'll get back to that because we got action here. These guys, we need to talk about these guys here. I mean, they're all stacked up like everybody's ready to try to get into the bar here. Who's going to get in first?
Yeah, we got Dan Jones up here running second. Yeah, behind Jack, and I've actually I had a good battle with I had a good battle with Jack a couple weeks ago. We were racing at Chicagoland in the trucks, and we were going back and forth. So he races pretty clean, pretty good.
Well, you know, you kind of you're pretty humble when you talk about your driving skills, but then again, you've so you race against dude, and so you know,
Yeah.
you know what they said in Caddyshack, you know, you're a tremendous slouch. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can't keep up with any of these guys. I'm still learning iRacing, you know, 5 years later. So
I think that's just the way it is, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough.
I think it's, you know, I mean, realistic. That's what you want, you know. I mean, we went in, you know, with our donkey bop racing and our road racing, and went in realistic. But we realistically, we knew we needed better. We needed teammates faster than us.
Yeah.
It was like, man, we're not gonna win nothing with just me. Like, I'm too slow, you know. Let's go get these cool teammates, you know. Sean Sheaves.
Oh yeah, number 7. He's up here.
Man, the Octane 93. I've said nothing about dude because he's got the Pittsburgh Steelers colors there a little bit.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, we have got. Oh no.
Oh, and he gets caught up in the Shiza, and I think he gets through there, but a little bit of contact. That's got to bring out the caution, no?
Yeah. No.
And the
There's a
caution is
yeah.
out. Yeah, just when I mentioned him, he is one of the original 8 members of FSB 20 plus years ago. You know,
Yeah, that was some big
he's
damage for Tony.
he's a policeman. You know, I mean, he's a straight up dude, and a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and you know, just so cool to see somebody you hadn't seen in all those years, and then see him, and you know, man, what's going on there? Going into pit road, couple of different agendas. You know, I'm wondering. You know, Sean's still trying to figure out all. You know, what I should do. iRacing is a step up, and like the driver has to drive and you know play pit crew guy. You know, which that scares the hell out of me. I can make laps. I already, you know, I've already bought this car and ran laps, and I can make laps. I can be competitive, but you know, I can really stink it up.
Yeah.
So I'm not ready.
I would say,
But I want to, you know, just got to get time, you know, working my butt off. So, which is good. So a lot of cars on pit road, a lot of damage fixing,
yeah, we got Tony.
assessing.
Yeah.
Oh bueno.
Our championship leader, Tony, involved in that one. He's pretty heavy damage. Sean Reap was involved, pretty heavy damage.
Well, you
Jeeves,
theoretically you would say, oh well, you know, his several cars that he's racing against are not here, but they get, you know, like you said, you know, mulligan. So.
Yeah, so yeah, he still wants to finish the best he can tonight.
Well, you always do that. I mean, that's one of the things of like our team, Donkey Bob. That means don't give up. So obviously, when you're running roadblock and you could ruin other people's races, that's when you park it. That's the rule, you know. Otherwise, if you can get that thing fixed, if it takes you 30 minutes and you get out there and you can get some laps and see my teammates do that, and then we turn around, proud to say our in iRacing, you look it up, Donkey Bob Racing, we won the 6 hours of Watkins Win. So.
Oh yeah, you won that over was it last weekend? I was going to ask about
yeah,
that.
great drivers, Matthew Maseko and from Canada, and Cody from where the heck is he from? I always call him Alex Rossi because he looks just like Alex Rossi.
Pretty awesome.
Cody Barr, he's from down south around LA, you know. So yeah, we also have Jean Francois from Canada. He was also on that team. Very proud of them. Man. Great dudes. And, man, they're just so fast. I got this thing running, and I was like, man, you know, I want to drive that car. And I was like 5 seconds slower than them.
Ooh.
I'm like, I stink, you know.
Green flag.
But, I mean, you got to, you know, got to get the wheel right, got to get everything right. And then all of a sudden, I'm like 2 seconds slower. And like, wait a minute, you know.
Yeah. We got some new front runners right now.
So, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we've got Jeremy Daring and Andrew Elliott and TJ Reese. But it looks like TJ is pulling
TJ
off.
Reese back down pit road.
Yeah.
Is there a penalty?
Must be
sure
something.
what went on there. Something's off the hot dog and kind of chaos. And all of a sudden, yeah, we got a group that's like disorganized here.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, they all went down pit road.
Jeremy Daring, all of a sudden from spin to win, I don't know. He's P2 here.
Yeah, we got Justin and Craig's took all on their pit road, so I wonder if they had a black flag or.
It's got to be some.
No, they're changing tires.
What the heck is going on here? What's going on out there?
Hell, they all just went a lap
It's
down.
Yeah, that's. You got to be kidding me. Thomas Miller, where did he come from?
Yeah, we got some new blood up front.
The 96 car, which is a legendary number in FSB. I can't believe somebody's driving that car right now. That's Jim Ray's number right there.
Yeah.
The founder and co-founder. So, dude, make it, whatever, make it proud,
Yeah.
because that number means a lot to all of us. Jack back and forth going, feels like Jack in the Box here. What the heck? What just happened there? Jamison Pearson and that Sun Cruiser car, Chevrolet. Yeah, and John Steves has got to be going, dude, man, this is kind of like old FSB. I am telling
Yeah.
you, that 7 guy, I always try to, I've won over 200 races. So in this league, I've won 14 championships. But what does that mean versus what you see on the screen now? Is it like some old guy just, I used to be good, whatever?
Yeah.
Does it mean when I see the 7 up there, and that's one of the original dudes, and he's up there competing with these guys, I'm like, you know what? I think I can still do this.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, here you are at lap 56, and you're right here with these studs, and these guys ain't no dope,
Yeah, we've got.
Back in the day, I mean, man, we were running NASCAR 3, and then, with these little 15-inch video screens.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here staring at a 50-inch, screen now,
Yeah, I got a 49-inch ultra wide, super.
Yeah, and you got you could see the pieces of rubber flying off.
Right.
The evolution of, where if we could actually, when we started FSB, if we could actually finish a race without some kind of computer snafu, it was yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
So here we are. We got guys from TG Reese back. They're 2 laps down.
Yeah, we can.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so we got.
Reap is the only one that stayed on that lap, but he's so far back that, if this thing stays, so now, looking forward, they still, can they go the distance?
Yeah, I don't.
Can they go the distance?
Know.
We don't know because, we were so busy trying to figure out.
They pitted lap 50, 49. So, that's 41 laps. Some caution laps in there. It's a lot of laps. If you're not, as soon as the pit window opens, I would probably pit. But maybe with Sean pitting and he's kind of heading back right now. I'm on TJ Reese, and he's Sean just kind of behind TJ, just kind of staying in the draft with him.
Well, Thomas Miller in the 96, he pitted lap 34 was his lap full time after that. So that was lap 35. And then he had 3 laps of.
Yeah.
So, that may have been under caution. So,
yeah.
That's what, he going to have to stop again.
Yeah.
these guys that had to do this pit and go 2 laps down, I don't know if they were allowed to get fuel or not. Yeah, I can see Troy Knoll connected on the server. One of my teammates there, he always watches our stuff on, and runs when he can, So what's up, brother?
Yeah,
The most epic FSB party was at T. Roy's house with go karting in San Jose, and then heavy drinking and a lot of great food and ping pong. What else do dudes want to do?
yeah,
And I was all business, man, because I drank like a Red Bull, so I never drank one of those. So I was like shaking hands, but I'm like, I'm starting in front, dude. I don't care. So I finished in front. Well, Jim Ray had whipped my butt the year before, so these guys are just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, I think it was a couple weeks ago. Was the first time I had talking to Sean Sheaves in a long time, like voices, and him and Jim Ray on social media keep up. I haven't been able to do that. So just like it's so groovy to see dude have a chance here.
yeah,
It just tells me all those guys that were here before, and maybe they get a chance to watch these broadcasts and like think, can I still do it? Well, you don't have to win. You just got to get out there and run. And FSB is still here.
yeah. What are the odds? You think we have a first time FSB winner tonight? They're looking pretty high.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
All the dudes, the front runner dudes,
yeah,
are not here.
yeah,
At the front. They were here in the race, some of them, but Daring. How man, what a cool name,
yeah. Now, the only thing I can think of is, if Justin and them, they pitted lap 52. If they somehow they pit, if we go green flag pits in those 2 laps, they gain those 2 laps back and are ahead. That's the only way I could see, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe that was why they pitted. I don't know. It was a strategy.
Well, these guys are 2 laps down, but they're also racing for position. So this is going to be interesting here. And I think what they need to do is get out the way at this point. But
Yeah.
so Pops went high here, and I think Craig will follow suit. The thing is, I think Craig. Well, hold on a minute. I think Craig is actually, faster than Pops. So Pops understands, I don't have the pace to, so I'm going to get out the way. Craig, he's still fighting. You can see that 6 car is not junk. So
Yeah.
and that's what a good driver does is, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. He's probably trying also not to go another lap down.
yeah,
Also.
yeah. So because if he gets a caution, he gets a lucky dog. Sorry, my ear thing went dead there. So
Yeah. It's all right. But yeah, you can
Pops
see that.
right in that. Wow,
Yeah.
he's right in that
Yeah.
misc.
Once his car,
Yeah.
Oh, Justin's had some issues.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
He's right
Well,
on that wall.
and Pops is a veteran. He's also, in the mix here. He doesn't want to. He knows he has to keep his pace, and the rule in racing is run your line, run your speed, and then you know, uh, give the preferred line to the guy behind you when you have to.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But right now, I mean, his car is pacing and
Yeah.
it's running good, and there's no reason to. If you try to like lay back and get out the way, you're gonna wreck everybody.
Right.
You got to just run like as if you're in position, except when it comes to battling a guy making a move on you, and then you need to give it up.
Yeah.
It's the pace of this is professional racing here. These
No, I don't. I think he's all in his right where he's at. He's not holding up. He's not
well, and I'd like I mean, he's a pretty private guy,
yeah.
and but he's suffice to say that he's had some health challenges, and he has exceeded my expectations. It's just so cool. He's had stuff he's had to deal with, and he's back on the track here and running
Yeah.
legit. This ain't easy,
No.
It's scary, like me just like getting in that car and going, holy man, can I still do this? Competitively. I think I can. It's just got
Yeah.
to have the time to do it, and
Yeah,
he's definitely putting the work in.
Yeah, we got 15 to go, so I take it these guys can go the rest of the way. I would have thought they would have pitted by now if they couldn't have, but yeah. I would have
Yeah.
thought they would have.
So let's take a look at the '83 car of Jeremy Darren, right in that mix. So he's running 32.323. So that's about a second off of what they can run. And that's been consistent 32s for about the last 7 or 8 laps. So tire degradation has come, but if you got enough fuel, there's no way you're giving up that track position. So that's a done deal. But they are starting to slip and slide.
Yeah.
And like you said, with now coming up on 12 laps to go, man,
Yeah, it's time to go.
you ain't pitting.
Yeah. No.
Who's gonna get? He's nice tonight. I mean, really nice, very impressive. I mean, how many cautions they have Xfinity race for real? I mean, of course, it's a longer race, but they had like 11 or 12 or 13. I don't know. Well, it's starting to get jiggy now. Let's go. The mustard's off the hot dog. Now you're starting to see everybody. It's the way it's supposed to be. Now you're going to start working these lines here. Any affiliations, any teammates? These guys know each other.
Yeah.
That guy in the '66 just blows me away because he's, I haven't really seen like the I ratings of all these guys. What they run, whoa! He got a little bit of the apron there,
There you go.
and
Now he gets
he's
over.
way down.
Yeah. I think that's
What the heck?
10 to go. he gets over. That's okay.
Oh, that's right. He's a lap down. My bad.
Yeah.
I was getting all excited there. Yeah.
Now we got the
Come on,
top.
Stu. Let's go.
Yeah. Now we got. Oh man, I can tell that their
The
tires
9 of
are.
Andrew Elliott is.
They're getting a little greasy.
Yeah, it's. Mama, there goes that man time.
Let's see, you got the Jeremy is out. Oh, that was close. I thought the 22 was right there. 83. Oh, he thought about it. Let's see.
All these guys just lined up in a row here. It's
Yeah.
daring out in front now. Andrew Elliott was in the lead. Now they're going back and forth. A little bit of push there from the 22, Jamison Pearson. Side drafting from the 9 there a little bit. Trying to get that run, but he's going to need that pickup from Jack Walls. Walls decides to go down low.
Yeah.
So that kind of leaves the 9 hung out to dry.
Yep.
So he's going to pick up the bird is the word here. We haven't said much about the bird because he's just been chilling. This is Speedway Racing.
Yeah.
They're looking for their win at the end. It's last lap equals win.
Oh no! Oh no!
No, he goes sideways. No. He goes sideways and bounces off the wall. Oh my gosh!
There we go. Oh.
That's gonna bring out the caution. Lap 84.
No caution yet.
No way.
No caution.
You gotta be kidding me.
No caution. I don't know how there was no caution. We had a guy spin to the outside.
The Daring and Pearson and Jack Walls are like, we'll take that, brother.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the 96. What a great run. He's down pit road. I mean, it's over for the 96.
Yeah.
Thomas Miller, what a bummer. And no caution. Okay, NASCAR. Now we got the Wolf Pack is coming. What was the 83 here? You got draft, you got side draft, you got 3 dudes going for it.
Yeah.
This is the race right here.
This is. Unless they all 3
Lap
take
86,
each other out.
4 to go.
Yeah. Here we go. This is. You were talking about it, the 3 wide finish at the end. This could be it.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
That's what I believed, and we'll see if they can muster that.
Yeah.
These guys behind still have a chance. They're getting in line and drafting, and they have a few laps to go here. Lap 87 of 90.
Yeah, they can help
The
out.
more these guys bicker in front. Smart. Look at this. Man, I'm telling you, these guys are good. I'm just saying, man.
I think the 9 had to pull off for fuel.
Oh,
And
my gosh.
Yeah, he had to pull off for fuel. So I don't know
Oh,
if these
they're
guys.
looking at the 83 a little bit. He's defending low.
We got 2 to
Without me
go.
running this track, I don't know, but I still think you gotta. But now you got the 13 up there to help the 11.
Yeah.
Now this changes. You got to defend high, and
Oh,
he
no.
can't.
Oh,
There's
no.
contact. He tried to get up. It was too late. The 22 gets through and gets by.
Are we gonna have a caution? No caution
Caution?
yet.
Come
No.
on.
No caution.
You have got to be kidding me.
Oh no. It's the last lap.
And so the last lap, and it's Jack Wall in the lead. The Birds of Words second. It's Jack Walls all by himself. Two
Yep.
quarters to go.
Here we go. He's full. He's not slowing down. It looks like Jack Walls is going to win it.
What a fantastic race by Jack Walls in that 11 car. Bird, man, dude he's a badass.
Yeah.
These guys are so good, man.
I have to.
I asked Ken Soska yesterday. He won another NIS race. That's out there in the world, right? Or, yeah. And man, are you racing with these guys? I mean, you're kind of battling for like tenths, bro. And he's like, no, that's because they're legit. And these guys are legit badasses, and we burn them down, son. Jack Walls getting it done. Reps in Delaware. Let's go. I looked Delaware up. I mean, that's like a really, man, I wonder if I could do tile there. Seems a lot cooler than California.
There we go.
He ain't done.
No.
Smoke him if you got him. Smoking a pancake? Wow.
Let's see if we can get to this replay. Look like
oh my gosh, I had it there. Okay, pause. So
yeah.
I'm looking at lap 88 paused. I see the 22 coming up under the 83.
Yeah.
And makes that happen. No problem. 11 on the outside. Going forward, I'm not sure where you're at. I'm watching it, not through your screen, through iRacing. So 22 back down. Still drafting the 83. 83 kind of goes up. He's trying to angle the line in. 22. Nice. Backs off. He's trying to look at the over-under and look for that move. And 83 kind of gives it to him. And 83 wiggles and hits the 11. He really didn't get hit by anybody, I don't think, there. Let me go back and make sure. But, yeah, maybe you're seeing the same thing I'm watching.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of a pucker moment there where, it's so hard. Maybe take a look at chase view.
Yeah, they just kind of, close racing in that backstretch.
Exactly. Racing is, I mean, obvious, like, I'm turning into you, bro, is,
Yeah.
you know what that is, but this is just two cars looking for just a couple of inches.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the great racing of these drivers, they're so badass.
Yeah.
This is legit. Groovy.
Yeah, I don't know how there was no caution on the last two.
Yeah, I don't like that. I mean,
Yeah.
You don't think parts were flying off that car? I mean,
Well, no, the
and
one before
iRacing
it.
even shows that if you go back on replays, you'll see bumpers and stuff flying, right?
Well, the one before it, Thomas Miller. I mean, he slammed
Yeah,
the inside wall head first, and
yeah, that was
I mean,
I
he,
think who's the dude on the flag stand? Dale Jr.'s buddy Barney or whatever.
yeah, whatever they
Barney,
call him. Yeah,
yeah, Barney needs hey man, y'all need an eye test here.
yeah,
Yeah, easy for us to say. This is so fun.
yeah.
After all these years, so groovy.
Oh, I guess I need I need to get a picture of uh, the
So,
winner.
can we get some driver interviews or how's that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they're in here. Sorry.
they're all hanging out. Like,
Yeah.
come
Yeah,
on,
if you
guys.
want to
Yeah, we've been listening to you guys.
sorry guys.
Well, good thing we weren't talking any
I did not
trash on
notice.
you.
I did not notice you guys were in here yet.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Nah, man, that's racing, and that's good stuff. You guys are badass. I
yeah.
don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know
so
what else.
let's start with third place.
Break it down. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, third place, Sean Cheese. Let's tell us about your night, how it went. How'd it go for you tonight?
Uh, it was a little bit stressful. I didn't get any practice in at this place at all. I didn't get the track until today. Um, but the impatient person in me still yet wanted to get up there and run, but it was just too hairy. So I just tried to stay in the back and got caught up in a little bit of something a couple times. And, you know, fuel in this ended up playing a big part and somehow managed to get third.
Yeah, how close were you on fuel there at the end?
I ran out coming out of 4.
Okay. That close, huh?
Oh yeah, it was bad. I was Tony
Well,
and I can't remember who else was back there. There with like 3 to go, and I was just trying to draft with them and on and off the gas to save what I could, and it finally went out.
well, y'all listen, gotta understand. Sean Chiefs. He's one of the original 8 guys that started FSB in 2003. And here he is in iRacing, run with y'all and getting a podium. I don't know, man. Just he is who I thought he was. Back in the day, I just saw the guy I used to race against, and he was a badass. And he executed today. I'm very happy. Shaking your hand, bro.
I appreciate that, man.
I'm still not rooting for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on now. We got Jalen Ramsey today.
Yeah, whatever. Good for you.
I'll
Is
send,
that
I'll send you.
you're still in a wheelchair?
Yeah, probably. I'll send everybody a terrible towel.
There you go. Yeah. So, but then anyway, we got other guys we need to listen to, but this is
How about it?
very cool.
I just want to say it's good to be back, and let's
Brother.
hopefully continue this for a long run.
Yeah. Well, yeah, great third place finish.
One of these days, I'm gonna get out there and let you whip my ass again.
I'm doubting that, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, so second place was who do we have in second place?
Jameson, is he in?
Yeah, he's in
Jameson.
here. Yeah. So
Dude, man, I mean, I've watched you 2 races here.
yeah.
You're not related to like the real Pierce, Mr. Pearson, right? Or are you?
I think he's muted.
Yeah, well, I mean, man, just
Oh.
great racing. Here you are again up at the front.
Yeah, we had a good car today. My again, good race to have the team out, and sadly my two teammates were about 2 laps short on fuel, so they were not helpful in the last 2 laps when I really needed it. Again, sadly just
Yeah.
had that little infield spurt where I sadly don't know. I think it was 83 got into me a little bit down there. But nope, we had a good car today. It was running again. We knew once that last caution came out and we did the little double pit strategy and figured that we were relatively confident. About 9 laps in, I think everyone realized about exactly how much fuel they had. At that point, there's no more saving, and everyone was foot to the floor and got a little crazy there for a second.
Yeah.
It's great for us.
Yeah. Yeah. Great for us. Yeah. Great. Good. Yeah. Good run. Yeah. We were wondering about those pits. We figured when there was like 15 to go, 10 to go, we were like, oh yeah, they're probably good till the end, since somebody pitted then. So yeah, great run. Glad you came out. So yeah, I did. I saw the number 9 go in, and I figured, yeah, he must be short. He went in with like 2 laps to go, 3 laps to go. But yeah,
Yeah,
great
so this
run.
is just good practice for the old Talladega race. I think that's coming up next. So that's going to be even more
Yeah.
teamwork. We're going to have
Yeah.
to make sure we're tip-top shape for that.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, and that's what's so cool to see FSB like back to like, the intensity, the great racing. I mean, legit, man. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
it's taken a while to transform from, NASCAR 2003 to iRacing, but it's it's moving.
Yeah. So that just brings us to our winner, Jack Walls. I believe this is his first FSB win, at least in Xfinities. I'm not sure on the other series, but yeah, Jack, just talk about your night and what you had to do to get that win tonight.
Well, I had a good car, and I'm really impressed. Yeah, I'm new to this league, only a month or two, I guess, into the league, and I was pretty impressed with all the drivers. With going 37 laps, 36 laps without a caution here at Atlanta. I thought that was pretty unbelievable. Drivers were pretty good here. And this track, you get no break, except when there is a caution. And it's tiring to drive around this track at these speeds and no brakes. It's very tiring.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And
Yeah. Great.
yeah, and then when that caution came out, lap 47, 48, and then I double pitted there. I knew I could get 40 laps out of a tank of fuel at that point, so I knew I was good. And I was sort of taking it easy, figuring the couple cars in front of me were going to have to pit at some point. And then it looks like they were keeping going. I'm thinking, when are these guys going to pit? When are they going to pit? So then I guess around lap 77, I said, I just have to put the pedal to the metal and get going in case they were trying to save fuel. And so that's what I did. And of course, a couple of those crashes that didn't bring out the flag helped me.
Yeah.
And so I lucked out there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you just listen to what you just said. I mean, this guy knows about racing. Yeah. I mean, so you're a sim racer. You sound like a guy that's, like every one of us. We come and we have our reasons why we end up here. But you sound like a guy that knows a lot about racing because you just spelled that race out perfect.
Yeah, well, I got into the NASCAR games in 2014, and that seemed a mess with those drivers that were in that. And then I found iRacing in 2015 when I retired, and I've been here ever since. So I've got 10 years on the sim, so that helps.
Yeah, and the thing is what would you say? I would say that all I did on those other sims they were fine and good, and they were really good and really good drivers. But on this sim, it's the most realistic. I mean, would you say that? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. I had
Yeah,
back when I was on the
absolutely.
NASCAR 2014. I had a little cheap wheel that had rubber bands in it, I think.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I'm driving the car. I'm driving from the roof of the car. I'm not even in the car.
Yeah.
And that was terrible. And then I saw Dale Jr. talking about iRacing on TV. I said, "Oh, I got to check this out." And it's a world of difference. And it's, of course, iRacing has gotten so much better over the past 10 years. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I started like you, but instead I went like with the road racing deal, and it was just me because nobody else really was ready to, and it was just farting around and trying to figure out like setups, and there was no like good setups. The evolution of it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, just talking to you and watching you race. I mean,
Yep.
this guy's a stud. So congratulations, man.
Well,
Yeah.
well, thank you very much. And thank you guys for the broadcast tonight. I can't wait to watch
I
it.
hope you
Yeah.
show up more, man, because I'd love to broadcast you
Yeah.
watching you race. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and normally I do the Class A open races on Monday nights, but they're at road courses this week, but Chicago, and I'm
Yeah.
terrible at road courses, so this fit right in. And then I normally race with FSB on Wednesday nights with the
That's right.
trucks.
Yeah, I was talking. I was saying like, yeah, I race him with the trucks, and I've had really good battles racing you in the trucks. And I said that yeah, he's very clean, and we had a really good battle at Chicagoland like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, probably yeah.
Yeah,
I
it was
can't
really good.
remember that far back, being
Yeah,
70
yeah,
years old. I can't remember
yeah,
that. I can remember
Wow.
yesterday.
yeah,
Wow. That's awesome.
yeah.
So was I the oldest guy here tonight, being 70?
No, Pops has got you beat. He's definitely older, and I don't know exactly how old he is, but he's definitely older.
I was glad to beat all those young whippersnappers that are here tonight.
Yeah.
Man, you're you're legit, man. We
There's,
gotta talk more, man.
yeah, there's hope for them too as they mature and get older.
Yeah. Correct.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm at 62. I'm like talking about how I'm, past tense.
Right.
Need to get the mustard off the hot dog, right?
That's right. All us drivers from the muscle car era, we're the best ones.
Yeah.
Right on, brother.
All right.
Okay,
Good,
guys,
man.
you have a good night and thanks again.
Yeah.
All right, Jack.
Really
Take it
appreciate
easy, man.
Take care. Bye bye.
Well, yeah. Well, that's gonna do it for us here. At the for our broadcast. I really appreciate everyone who has participated in chat. Thank you to Milt for jumping in. I think next week we'll be at Talladega. Will be the normal broadcast.
Yeah, so you and I, we need to like exchange phone numbers, so
Okay,
I know
yeah.
exactly what's up.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll do
Right
that.
on, brother.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, I just want to thank. Oh man, I don't have a sponsor, but I know what's his channel? What's Ken's House's channel? What's that?
Oh,
What's his
that's NASCAR-aholic.
Yeah,
He is
NASCAR-aholic.
working on a new video. Also, he has Microsoft Flight Simulator channel. But
Okay.
this NASCAR-aholic thing, he's been working on it for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the 1992 Atlanta race with Davey
the-
Allison and
Yeah. That's the one.
Alan Kawicki.
Yeah, the one quickie one.
And that battle with the
Yeah.
points, and he has broken that thing down. When that thing comes out, you got to watch that. That's
Yeah, I will.
NASCAR-aholic.
Yeah. Yeah, and
It's gonna be badass.
yeah, and yeah, of course, think of FSB, our admins, Sam Young, Sean, everyone else makes all this possible. And just, go to fsbracing.com if you want to join. We're in iRacing. Come, check us out on Discord.
It's a professional league, but you
Yep.
can also start from scratch,
Yep.
and there will be a spot for you to learn. If you want to come up racing the right way, out there in the real world, you can get discouraged. People can talk some trash, like it, and up in here, everybody respects everybody, and
Yeah, absolutely.
there are rules, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah. Again, so I appreciate everybody. And we will see you next week.